So, do you think the storyline of the music video is clear at the moment or not?
I think it's very clear. I can see that it's about a breakup between you and a guy, or the actress and a guy, and it shows kind of the start and the finish of where they ended up.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, and do you think the editing pace is good, or I mean, you know how it cuts to the beat?
Yeah, I think it's really consistent. I think can I talk about kind of how you go from one to the other and how that flows? But I think, no, it flows really well. And I felt that I was just engrossed in it for the whole 6 minutes. I felt like I was just like...
three minutes, you mean?
You said it was 6 minutes?
No, that's with the film opening with it.
Oh, okay, no. So for what I just watched for the 3 minutes, I was completely engrossed. And I think the pace was really well, really, really consistent.
So you don't think any of it was too repetitive? So you know when things cut to the beat constantly, it gets boring. You know, like on every beat, it would cut to the beat. That's too much.
I think you had different effects.
So you think it had variety?
Throughout the different sequences, I think you had a different effect bringing them together. So I think it worked really well.
Because someone said it in the last cut, they said that it was too repetitive at the start. So I've changed it in this cut that you've seen. But basically at the start, you know when it goes like I cut it every single time the beat changed, so then someone said that's too repetitive. So
I might need to watch it again, but from what I can see, I think it's good.
Yeah, and
target market.
Who do you think the target audience is for this video? So gender and age.
I think it's kind of young, so youth. I'd say probably, I don't know, 15 to 18.
Yeah, that's good. And what gender do you think? Would it attract both genders or just
I think
one?
It's mixed.
Okay.
Because I think you've got a good balance of the boy and the girl and both emotions, so I think it would hit both.
And do you think, from what we've seen, do you think that the video looks like it's from her point of view, kind of leading the story or not?
Yeah. Because you're kind of the main shot and it's taking all of your emotion more so than his.
So you'd think she's a main character, not a secondary passive character?
Definitely.
Okay, and there was another question that I was going to ask you.
The special effects?
Yeah, and also, what do you think about the special effects that you've seen, so the layering and things like that?
So I think they work really well. I think you've got a good variety. I think going from the road to the fast food place to the swimming pool to the bath to the bedroom, I think there's so many different shots, and then when you layer on top of it and it all goes see-through, I think that's really clever. And I think it's there's a really good variety. It's not samey at all. Keeps me kind of engrossed.
Yeah. And also for the breakup scene that you see them argue, do you think it's too long at the moment? Do you think it's too boring, drawn out?
It's the one outside?
Yeah, outside. And also, do you think it's a bit grainy? I mean, from what you remember.
I might need to watch it again, but I don't think so.
So you don't think it's too long? Like it should be cut up a bit with different shots?
No, I don't think so.
Can you cut to me now? I just want to add, because I was watching it because I've seen it in various stages of development, and I was absolutely amazed by how engrossed she was watching it, because it's the first time she's seen it, so it's different for me when I watch it now, because I always kind of relate to it from what it was before. So watching someone watching it for the first time was really quite an eye-opener for me, because she was totally engrossed in the whole thing, like that, really watching it, what was coming, and really I think quite inspired or impressed with it and interested in what was happening.
And I think that was all down to the effects, because I work with video teams at work, and I've never seen that kind of layering where it goes see-through and you're kind of behind that scene. I've never seen that before.
Really?
It's really good.
Yeah, and was there any other special effects? So also for the underwater scene, I put one on top of the other, so one was upside down and one was normal.
I really like
so one on that side and one up there. And I'm guessing you remember that.
I really like that. I thought it was really clever. It's
It was
creative. Really
It just
lovely to see.
changed it up completely, because I think the easiest thing for that is that you had loads of shots outside on the road with your backpack on going through Orshan and then sat in a fast food place, and I think you could have kept it in those two scenes and it would have been really boring. But I think you've completely mixed it up and it's got loads of variety, loads of good kind of, and it flowed into the different play. It didn't feel like you were in a pool one minute and then you were in your bedroom the next, and it wouldn't make sense. It was really, I think it was really empowering. Like you say, I was like, wow, this is amazing.
And then just the last question. So, do you think there should be more scenes of the couple doing things together? Because my teacher has given me feedback saying that there's not enough footage of the couple doing stuff. But do you agree with that? Like, there isn't much
if
of
I've
them.
got like a constructive criticism head on me, I'd probably say take it a bit more out of the kind of standard teen places. So the fast food place, maybe, I don't know, somewhere, I don't know, a few different shots in different places, but then don't go too far away from having it youthful and to your target audience.
Like, there's only one place.
There could have been the cinema, for example.
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
In the cinema.
I haven't put some of the footage in yet.
I mean, knowing Luxembourg, you've got Auchan and you've got the tram and you've got the Philharmonie and.
But there isn't actually many shots.
I think if you think from a music video mind and a production budget, you wouldn't go to Auchan. So it might be that she means that you need to find somewhere that's a bit more impressive.
Yeah.
That teens would hang out. I don't know.
Cinema, maybe.
But I mean, my point is, in terms of the quantities, there are enough scenes of the couple together. Because I personally don't think there is. But
I think you could do more, but I would say not more of the same, more of different.
Yeah.
For example,
but you've just got to think where those places would be.
holding hands, walking through, I don't know, going on a walk through a forest or through town or through the
But
centre
you could have
of
got a
town.
really good shot with you both ice skating
Yeah.
at Christmas. That would
Yeah.
have been good, like holding hands on the ice rink, and
Yeah,
you could go to an ice rink in
inside.
Yeah.
just something more like a hobby, I think.
Because the thing is, I also try not to make it too cheesy. You know,
but do you
with
know
the
what though?
couple.
I think I'm only just saying this now. I've thought about it. It looks, if you made it look ordinary by showing the couple going around the streets or holding hands and doing skating and stuff, it makes it more ordinary. This is what young couples do. But actually,
More relatable.
what you show is quite an intense relationship between the couple, because there's only certain scenes and it's quite intense. So in a way that's also quite nice. It gets away from the everydayness of being a couple and you show a bit more intensity. So there's also an upside to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And then just one little question again. So, in terms of the lighting and the colours, do you think there's too much of the same kind of colour? You know, since it's outside in the dark, do you think there's too much of the dark shots?
No, because I think, again, you've got dark shots outside, you've got lights from the road, you've got cars going past, you've then got the pool, which is a completely different lighting, then you've then got the club lights. So no, I think you've got... And also I think it needs to be dark.
Yeah.
Because it's a dark story, it's a breakup, it's not happy where you need lots of light, I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and any other critical or criticisms?
I think I feel like I want to watch it again, but no, not at the moment.
So
I
not
thought it
any
was
bad
really,
things?
really good.
You want to watch it again because you want to understand it more, or you want to
Well,
look...
no, because I agree. I think the initial watch is your first impression, and that should be final. But then, I think if I watched it again, I would be a little bit more critical, probably.
Yeah.
But I think the initial, for me, it was amazing.
Yeah. Thank you.